Hi, I'm Kaylin. I'm from Honey Valley Grammar School and I'm on the 2026 Vietnam tour. We're doing a 10-day trip through Vietnam and we started off in Hanoi, where the first impression for me was how French inspired the buildings were. It was very colonial. It was just so interesting how the Vietnamese people have inhabited and representative of their culture. We went to go see President Ho Chi Minh in his temple. It was really interesting to see how, for such a person of high power, how simple his life was in terms of the way he lived. Then we went to the Temple of Literature. We learnt how important education is for Vietnamese people and how they value it. And it's so important in their culture to be educated. I think it opened my eyes to how privileged Australia is. We all kind of live in our own bubble. We all have a life that's very modern and striving for the perfection in life. In Vietnam, everyone's just living life. No one's forcing themselves to be someone else. They're all just having fun. They're enjoying their culture.
Hi, my name is Matilda. I'm from Honey Valley Grammar School and we took part in the Edventure travel tour to Vietnam. Part of our 10-day trip, we took 3 days to go to Mai Chau, a village. It was very interesting to see how happy they were when we got there and to see how unique, how important it was for us to come over there and to help them with the building their house. All the different techniques they used to build it was so interesting and so different from Australia. It was amazing for us to go there and from such a different perspective to come in and see, to not take things for granted from what we have from home. And it was such an amazing experience overall.
Hi, I'm Chris Wyatt from Hunter Valley Grammar School. I'm one of the teachers who have accompanied the 2026 tour over here in Vietnam. We choose to travel with Edventure Travel on this tour because of the value that our students get out of the experience. In a very volatile world, we feel it's really important that students are able to empathise with those around the world, to become a more holistic education and an experience for students to grow as individuals and to be able to contribute positively to the world around them. We think this tour offers that because our students get to connect with the people on a really unique and special level. Spending time on a build project for a family in need teaches the students about gratitude and about service and how they can make a real difference through their actions. Across the 3 days, they took part in some really challenging activities under the safe guidance of the Edventure Tour leaders. They learnt new skills and took away, we'll take those back to Australia and they can use those in their everyday lives. But most of all, I think it's really important that we learn that we're part of a bigger and broader community in the world of humans. Humans in Vietnam and humans in Australia have a common desire to live happy, healthy, safe lives. And I think spending time in a community other than our own teaches us that we can embrace difference and that we can see everybody as part of that world that we really want to live in. In terms of the tour itself, we face a lot of challenges along the way, cultural divide, language barriers, but I think that's all part of the fun of travel. It also teaches the students what travel's like for when they do so independently. So in the safety of a group, they get to learn what it is to navigate an airport, how to get to and from places, how to talk to locals, how to find their way around. And I think all of these are vital skills that they'll be able to take into their own travel adventures in the future. We love working with Edventure Travel. They let us build our itinerary around what our students like to do and what they need. And we think it's a really flexible way to build a tour that is beneficial in every way. We have had this relationship now for many, many years, over a decade, and we see it going well into the future as we encourage students to take this tour on in 2027 and beyond.